You're listening to the 10-minute podcast challenge that will prove every place is the same. Welcome your host, the irreverent, the cosmopolitan, the wicked, Daniela Vlaskalik.
Hello, and welcome to Every Place Is The Same. I am thrilled to introduce my guest, Jenny Arena. Hello, Jenny.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Now, Jenny, you also have a food blog, is that correct?
That is correct.
And tell us about that.
So the blog is called Fables and Focaccia, and as the title suggests, fables, it's stories about food, particularly the food I grew up eating, which is of Southern Italian origins.
Sounds really fun and perhaps scary?
No, not scary at all. In fact, I'm trying to make food approachable for people. Old recipes that may have been lost or people think it's hard to make, I try to break it down and make it a lot easier for them.
I see. So we're not going to encounter any wolves?
No, absolutely not.
Southern Italian food?
Southern Italian food, yes.
Sounds great. This actually brings us to our show today. Now, Jenny, you have spent time in Gioiosa, Italy. Is that correct?
Yes, correct.
Am I saying that right?
The pronunciation is actually Gioiosa.
Gioiosa.
Yes.
So it's full of joy.
Yes, yes.
Wonderful. Now, tell me a little bit about Gioiosa, Italy.
It's it's in the southern part of Italy in Reggio Calabria, which
That's a province, is that correct?
It is, and if we're trying to describe it geographically on the map of Italy, it's sort of the toe of the boot.
We all love boots, don't we?
Absolutely.
Manolo Blahniks or Jimmy Choo's?
Manolo Blahniks.
Every time. Now, you've also spent time in Ottawa, Canada. Is that correct?
Yes, I have.
Tell us about Ottawa.
Ottawa was lovely. I was there in winter, so it was cold, but it was quite lovely.
It's also in a province, is it not?
Yes,
What
in Ontario.
Province of Ontario, that's right. Two places that are in provinces.
Yes, you could say they are.
Now, Jenny, would you say that Ottawa, Canada, and Gioiosa, Italy are the same?
Absolutely not.
No?
No.
Fascinating. Well, today on Every Place Is The Same, we are going to prove, you and I, Jenny, that Ottawa, Canada, and Gioiosa, Italy are in fact the same.
Okay, this should be exciting.
Are you ready?
I am.
Jenny, do you like to take the train?
I do.
Have you taken the train in Italy?
I have.
Have you taken the train to Gioiosa?
Not to Gioiosa. I did take it to northern Italy, though.
Well, the railroad developed in the late 1800s from Reggio, Calabria, and Taranto. Have you ever taken that train?
I have not.
It's fascinating along the Ionian Sea.
Okay.
Took a long time to get there.
I would imagine it would take a while.
Are you Ionic train adverse?
No, I'm not. I just have never had the opportunity to take the train. I've never really traveled out of southern Italy somewhere. The last time I took a train in Italy, I was in the northern part of the country.
Okay, great. So you don't not want to, you just haven't done it yet.
Yes.
Any day now.
Any day now.
The railroad in Canada.
Yes.
Have you ever taken that?
I have.
Where?
To Ottawa.
The train from New York to Ottawa was developed also in the late 1800s.
Fascinating.
Yes, it is. So, two places that got the railroad quite late. During the railroad boom, from what I understand.
Mm-hmm.
Similar, is it not?
Yes, very similar.
How about towers?
Towers, yes.
Tell me about the towers in Gioiosa, Italy.
Towers. Well, there are ancient sort of ruins of towers.
There's Torre Gallia and Torre del Cavallaro.
Yes.
Talk to me about them.
Mostly towers that were built much like in the rest of Italy for defense.
For defense.
Yes.
So are they along the sea?
Yes.
And what were they used for?
Lookout points primarily.
To be able to see if there were any enemy ships coming. Is that correct?
Yes.
How about the Peace Tower in Ottawa? Tell us about that.
Oh, you know what? I don't know much about the Peace Tower, actually.
It's right in the middle of the Parliament. It's got a giant clock on it. It's also known as the Tower of Victory and Peace. Do you know the tower I'm talking about now?
do know the tower, but I didn't know its history, so thank you.
So two towers that really symbolize peace, ideally, would you say?
Sounds like they do, actually, yes.
Did you ever shop at towers?
Oh my gosh, back in the day, yes.
What did you like to get there?
I think clothing primarily. I'm trying to recall. It was mostly my mother doing my shopping for me in those days.
Boots?
Probably.
Manolo Blahniks?
Not Manolos.
Too bad. Too bad, Towers. Do you like markets, Jenny?
I love markets.
Do you?
I do.
Have you been to the Byward Market?
I have been to the Byward Market, yes.
Tell us about the Byward Market in Ottawa for our international listeners.
It's a wonderful place where you can find a lot of little local vendors, some unique artisan products, some nice fun little boutique shops. So it's a great sort of local market.
Markets in Gioiosa?
Yes, there are.
Tell me about them.
So there is one in particular that happens every Sunday in the main town. And again, local vendors, local food products, local artisan products. So yes, I'm seeing similarities here.
Are you? So you enjoy a good market no matter where you are?
Yes, I enjoy markets very much.
Could you find a cobbler at either of these markets?
Probably. Not that I've ever looked for one, but I assume you could.
You could probably take your Manolo Blahniks there.
Yes, to get them fixed.
But they don't need to get fixed.
No, because once you pay that much for a pair of boots, you don't need them fixed.
You never go back. Festivals.
Yes.
Festa del Madonna del Carmen.
Yes.
What is it?
So that is a festival that happens in the summer, and it pays homage to the patron saint of Gioiosa, who is the Madonna del Carmine, Madonna of Carmen, I guess, if you're translating.
And what happens during this festival?
So they carry the Madonna out from the church in a procession and then put her on a swan-shaped boat and float her out into the ocean for an overnight vigil.
So is it just one boat that goes out?
It's several. So she's on a main ship, and then there are little boats that kind of safeguard her in the waters.
So a procession of boats traveling into the sea.
Yes.
And they spend the night out there?
And they spend the night out, yes.
Sounds beautiful.
It is. It's very beautiful. And then it culminates in a lovely fireworks display.
Fireworks?
Yes.
We like fireworks.
Very much so.
Ice Dragon Boat Festival.
Okay, I've never been to one, but I see where this is headed.
A festival on the water, frozen water,
yes,
in a canal.
Mm-hmm.
It's in Ottawa. It's on the Rideau Canal. It happens every year where they take dragon boats. Do you know what a dragon boat is?
Yes, I do. I actually participated in a dragon boat.
Jenny, tell us.
So dragon boats is a ship where several people on a team, I believe it's 8 to 10 people, if I'm not mistaken, are all rowing in unison to move it forward.
And who yells things at them?
There's a coach at the front who's yelling at everyone.
I think I could do that.
I think you probably could.
Row! Row! Something like that?
Yes.
So the Ice Dragon Boat Festival is similar, except that they put skates on the bottoms of the dragon boats, and they push them along using ice sticks along the frozen Rideau Canal.
That sounds like quite a sight.
Yes, I'm sure it is. Almost as stunning as the Festa del Madonna del Carmen.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think the fireworks in the Canada's national capital, Ottawa, are good?
Yes, they are.
Fireworks.
Fireworks.
Fabulous. You like fireworks?
I love fireworks.
So do I. Maple taffy or syrup.
Mm-hmm.
It comes from the maple tree.
Yes.
What is it?
It's a sweet syrup that is used for flavoring elements or is poured over pancakes.
How do you get it?
You have to tap a maple tree to get
tap
the syrup.
Tap a tree? How do you do that?
I don't know. I've never actually done it.
But you've had it.
I have had maple syrup, yes.
Have you ever had it in the snow?
I have. Maple taffy.
Maple taffy.
Mm-hmm.
So what happens? How do you make that?
So hot maple syrup is poured over cold snow and then rolled onto what looks like a popsicle stick to get almost a sticky, chewy, slushy lollipop.
Sounds amazing.
It is.
I would like to have that right now.
That would go well right about now, I would say.
Italian desserts?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about those.
So it depends on the region that you are from in
Your
Italy.
Your region. We want to hear about Gioiosa.
Okay,
That's why we're here.
Okay, southern Italy, there are a lot of dry goods, if you will, like cookies, biscotti. Not too many creamy elements because milk wasn't something that they could afford in the poorer parts of the country.
But gelato?
Gelato, yes.
So you can find gelato?
You can find gelato, yes.
Also made to be cold, is it not?
Yes, it is.
You can have it on a stick?
You can have it on a stick.
That's similar, isn't it?
It is.
What is your favorite flavor of gelato?
Oh, that's easy. Pistachio.
Ooh, pistachio. A nut.
Yes.
Comes from a tree.
Yes.
Not a maple tree.
Not a maple tree.
A pistachio tree.
A pistachio tree.
Nuts and trees. Sweets from trees. There's a lot of similarities going on here, Jenny.
Yes, there are.
Do you need a moment to collect yourself, Jenny?
I think I'm good. We can proceed.
Jenny,
Yes.
we are walking through the streets of Gioiosa. Where are you taking me?
I am going to take you directly on the pathway to the beach.
The beach.
Mm-hmm.
What will we do there?
Well, you can stroll along the boardwalk. People watching, that's always fun. There are many wonderful bars in which you can get a nice cold granita, which is an iced coffee, or a gelato.
A granita and a gelato. Can we do both?
Absolutely.
I love it. Jenny, we are wearing our boots in Ottawa. Where are you taking me?
I would say the Byward Market. That's where I'm taking you in Ottawa.
Where are we going in the Byward Market?
We're going to go to Le Moulin de Provence, which is a little bakery/cafe where we will have a café au lait and some incredible pastries.
Ah, so another coffee.
Yes.
Can't go wrong.
Absolutely not. Coffee is coffee.
If you are taking the train to a province, whether it's in Canada or in Italy, whether you love a tower to look out from or to look up to, if you are in the mood for a market where you can have some sweets and a good coffee, or you just want to take part in a beautiful festival and watch the fireworks, Jenny, I think that you have helped us prove that Gioiosa, Italy and Ottawa, Canada are in fact the same.
I guess I did. Yes, I never quite pictured it that way, but they do very much sound the same.
You just listened to Every Place Is The Same, hosted by Daniela Vlascalic and directed by Marco Timpano. If you enjoyed this episode, buy Daniela a coffee. Just go to ko-fi.com/everyplaceisthesame. That's ko-fi.com. Every Place Is The Same. Until the next time, enjoy your travels.